A chronological Bible in 365 episodes. This is episode 87, continuing at Joshua 18. Now the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled together at Shiloh and set up the tabernacle of meeting there, and the land was subdued before them.
But there remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes which had not yet received their inheritance.
Then Joshua said to the children of Israel, "How long will you neglect to go and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you?
Pick out from among you 3 men for each tribe, and I will send them, that they shall rise and go through the land, survey it, and according to their inheritance, and come back to me.
And they shall divide it into 7 parts. Judah shall remain in their territory on the south, and the house of Joseph shall remain in their territory on the north.
You shall therefore survey the land in the 7 parts, and bring the survey here to me, that I may cast lots for you here before the Lord our God.
But the Levites have no part among you, for the priesthood of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and half the tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan on the east, which Moses the servant of the Lord gave them."
Then the men arose to go away, and Joshua charged those who went to survey the land, saying, "Go, walk through the land, survey it, and come back to me, that I may cast lots for you here before the Lord in Shiloh."
So the men went, passed through the land, and wrote the survey in a book in 7 parts by cities. And they came to Joshua at the camp in Shiloh.
Then Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before the Lord. And there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions.
Now the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families. And the territory of their lot came out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph.
Their border on the north side began at the Jordan, and the border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the mountains westward. It ended at the wilderness of Beth-aven.
The border went over from there toward Luz, to the side of Luz, which is Bethel, southward, and the border descended to Adaroth Adar, near the hill that lies on the south side of lower Beth Horon.
Then the border extended around the west side to the south, from the hills that lies before Beth Horon southward, and it ended at Kirjath Baal, which is Kirjath Jearim, a city of the children of Judah. This was the west side.
The south side began at the end of Kirjath Jearim, and the border extended on the west and went out to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah.
Then the border came down to the end of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is in the valley of Rephaim on the north, descended to the valley of Hinnom to the side of the Jebusite city on the south, and descended to En-Rogel.
And it went around from the north, went out to En-Shemesh, and extended toward Geliloth, which is before the ascent of Adumim, and descended to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben.
Then it passed along toward the north side of Arabah, and went down to Arabah.
And the border passed along to the north side of Beth Hoglah. Then the border ended at the north bay at the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the southern boundary.
The Jordan was its border on its east side. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to its boundaries all around, and according to their families.
Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, Beth Hoglah, Emek Keziz,
Beth Arabah, Zem Aramah, or Aram, Bethel,
Azim, Para, Ophrah,
Shephar, Haamoni, Ophini, and Gaba, these cities with the villages.
Gibeon, Ramah, Beeroth,
Mizpah, Shephirah, Mazarah,
Rechem, Peel, Taralah,
Zelah, Eleph, Jebus, which is Jerusalem, Gibenath, and Kirjath, 14 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families.
The second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah.
They had in their inheritance Beersheba, Sheba, and Moladah.
Hazar Shual, Bala, Ezim,
Eltalad, Bethel, Hormah,
Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susa,
Beth Lebaoth, and Sher Uhen, 13 cities and their villages.
Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages.
And all the villages that were all around these cities, as far as Baalath, Beer, Ramah of the south. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families.
The inheritance of the children of Simeon was included in the share of the children of Judah, for the share of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of that people.
The third lot came out for the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid.
Their border went toward the west into Marlah, went to Dabbesheth, and extended along the brook that is east of Jokneam.
Then from Sarid it went eastward toward the sunrise along the border of Chisloth, Tabor, and went out towards Daberath, bypassing Japhia.
And from there it passed along on the east of Gath Hefer toward Eth Kazin, and extended to Rimmon, which borders on Neah.
Then the border went around it on the north side of Hananathon, and it ended in the valley of Jiphthah-el.
Included were Katath, Nahalah, Shimron, Adalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages.
This was the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages.
The fourth lot came out to Issachar, for the children of Issachar according to their families.
And their territory went from Jezreel and included Chesulloth, Shunem,
Haphraim, Shion, Anaharath,
Rabbath, Kishion, Abez,
Rameth, and Ganim, and Hadah, and Beth Pazez.
And the border reached to Tabor, Shaphazimah, and Beth Shemesh. Their border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages.
This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities and their villages.
The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families.
And their territory included Helkath, Hali, Betin, Akshaph,
Elimelech, Amid, and Mishal. It reached to Mount Carmel westward along the brook Shihor, Libnath.
It turned toward the sunrise to Beth Dagon, and it reached to Zebulun and to the valley of Jiphthah-el, then northward beyond Beth Emek and Neiel, bypassing Kabul, which was on the left.
Including Ebron, Rehob, Hamim, and Canath, as far as Greater Sidon.
And the border turned to Ramah and to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the border turned to Hosa and ended at the sea by the region of Akzib.
Also Umah, Aphek, and Rehob were included, 22 cities with their villages.
This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages.
The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, for the children of Naphtali according to their families.
And their border began at Heleph, enclosing the territory from the terebinth tree in Zaanim, Adamai, Nekeb, and Jabneel. As far as Lakum, it ended at the Jordan.
From Heleph, the border extended westward to Aznoth Tabor and went out from there toward Hukok. It adjoined Zebulun on the south side and Asher on the west side, and ended at Judah by the Jordan toward the sunrise.
And the fortified cities are Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rakath, and Chinnereth,
Adamah, Ramah, Hazar,
Kedesh, Edrei, and Hazor,
Iron, Migdal El, Horem, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages.
This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families, the cities, and their villages.
The seventh lot came out from the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families, and the territory of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshtaol, Ir Shemush,
Sha'al Abin, Ayajalon, Jethlah,
Elon, Timnah, Ekron,
Eltekeh, Gibbethon, Baalath,
Jehud, Ben Barak, Gath Rimmon,
Mejarkon, and Rakon, with the region near Joppa.
And the border of the children of Dan went beyond these, because the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, and took it. And they struck it out for the edge of the sword, took possession of it, and dwelt in it. They called Leshem Dan after the name of Dan their father.
This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages.
You're listening to One Gospel with Heath and Holly. Be sure to like our videos and subscribe.